Good morning, everyone. I think I can finally do a full front yard garden too because all my roses are blooming. And I apologize about my voice, but I'm having a lot of allergies. I have the worst allergy season ever. Anyways, this is Rohan Dahl by David Austin. He is on his second year in my garden and doing amazing. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It took me a little while to get into adding a little bit of orange and yellow color to my garden, but my daughter loves yellow so much, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna give it a try, and I'm loving it. They are very pretty. So this is Rohan Dahl. This rose is over here, all in the second year, and it's interesting to see how they are doing so good, even though they're much younger. They grown so big. I think this is crocus rose. I don't know. I forget them. I really need to come and name my roses. But very pretty. I believe it's crocus. I keep forgetting. But look how big it is. And then I have 4 new little babies there that are going to got planted this year. So maybe later on we can take a look. So this is this one bed on the one side of my house and doing pretty well. I don't know, maybe this one is crocus rose. I gotta check it out. So this here on this side, I had mostly just yellows and cream color roses. I like to color coordinate my roses. Well, I like to color coordinate everything. So I do that to my roses too. Another look at Rohan Dahl. I mean, so pretty. He is really doing really good. And I gotta get this rose off the floor. I had a really bad rain last couple days ago. And then here's a look at the other side of the front of the house. My intention here was to do a border of Olivia Rose, which is the 3 ones in the back, then some boxwood, catmint, and Bolero, which are finally in bloom. Bolero always takes its time, but once he starts going, he will not stop, and he is amazing. I highly recommend Bolero if you are looking for a white cream rose. Unfortunately, the trips also love him, so I'm seeing trips already here, so I have to come in and spray. But this is Bolero. Look how big this flower is. And he smells like lemons. I love it. And then in the back, Olivia Rose, looking still very, very good. I need to deadhead her a little bit because she is started earlier than everybody else. So, but she's looking good. Like I said before, she's probably not one of my favorite roses because I have a lot of good roses here. But she's a very reliable and disease-resistant rose. And look at this, Bliss Perfuma, finally coming around. I don't see, oh, there's one bloom on the other side that I can show later. But here is Olivia Rose and a little view of the garden. Olivia Rose really needs to be the header today. And look at this. Spirit of Freedom has her first bloom. Oh, I see new growth too. Beautiful. Look at Spirit of Freedom. Seriously, she is probably the most packed. So I was worrying a little bit that she was going to ball because she has so many petals. So when they have so many petals like this and it rains a lot, which it did, we got problems. Let's take a look at this view. Olivia looking gorgeous today. She's redeeming herself and being more cupped. It also has not been very hot. Here's Ambridge Rose and Lady Gardner. She's past her prime now, but a little very pretty. I like Ambridge a lot because she retains her cup blooms. But I don't she's not very healthy. And then Lady Gardner, it's opened up. I probably should have cut those blooms. Look how big these blooms are. Here is the bird bath. I think this is home and garden something rose. It's a star rose, and it's very tiny, which I wanted for the front of the border. So I like it. And it's nice and peachy. Let's take a look. One of my peonies that are in front here that I need to move. And just a sea of roses. Oh my God, Lady Gardner. I can with her. She has such a perfect form. However, I love to do the howevers. She is not the most resistant, and the trips just love her. But it is a great cut flower. I do love her a lot. And I didn't cut these flowers yet because, first of all, I have so many peonies blooming right now that I had to cut. And so I'm leaving the roses to just bloom out. Mary Rose is still looking amazing. Look at this. She is just a machine. Oh my God, and Spirit of Freedom over there. I can't get too closer because it's too many, it's too far. But Mary Rose, if you have not watched my other videos, I have talked about her a lot and how good she is. I do love her. Another look at Lady Gardner. Iceberg. Iceberg. We'll just say that. Jeez, I forgot this one again. Forgot what's his name again. I forgot. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Rosemary Pink, looking really good still. She's one of the first to start blooming, so she's kind of passing her prime. And then blooming well for the first time in my garden, Forever Rose. She's not a David Austin, but I got her because she has this beautiful form. And is also loved by trips. You can see her right there. So I really need to come spray her. But look at that. She looks like a little heart. She's so special. Excellent form. It is, however, the first year that she's actually blooming well. I think it's because it's been so cold lately. So the trips didn't get a chance to devour my plants, my roses. So I think that's why she's doing well still. But, it's hard when you have flowers that really attract trips because trips are hard to deal with. So her, Lady Gardner, Bolero, I always suffer a lot with the trips. But she's doing well this year. So I'm excited for that. A little look at the masses of roses here. Unfortunately, I don't think this is the right rose to cover the electrical stuff, but we'll figure it out something. And here is Sharifa. Wildeve. This one's Wildeve. The other one's Sharifa. Wildeve, looking really good. Not as petaled as the other ones, but very large blooms, right? They're all beat up a little bit because of the rain, but very pretty. I like her a lot. Let's take a look at this side of the border. The peonies are blooming. The Gara, it's about to bloom. And this gigantic thing here is Lichfield Angel. A lot of his blooms are already past their prime. And then you can see some here that are looking very pretty. He is planted by Evelyn, which is her second year in my garden. Lichfield Angel is on his fourth year. Probably one of the roses that I got first. Let's check it out. He's very nice and cupped when he first opens up. And then he becomes a little bit wider and open. Let's take a look at Evelyn. Oh my God, Evelyn fell down, I guess. I need support for her. Evelyn, I can't say a lot about her because I feel like it's her first year. So it's hard to give it a strong opinion about it. And I need to come in here and get her some support or something because of the rain she fell down. But look at that. Evelyn is loved by a lot of people. Unfortunately, David Austin Rose does not sell her anymore. And I don't know why, but what a pretty rose, right? Big, very fragrant. She's known for her fragrance. And then the reason why she's like draped over here is because last year she only had one long cane. So instead of pruning the long cane, I just attached the long cane through, and it's called pegging, I guess, right? I pegged her to Lichfield Angel, and now she has one long cane blooming its head out. But unfortunately, it's down here. So I need to come in here. Maybe I'll tie her up more to Lichfield Angel so we can see it. Because she's looking beautiful and like so many blooms. I have to say I really bathed her and I gave her a lot of fertilizer and I gave her a lot of water. Because I wanted to see what she was able to do. And she did it. I think I can cut some blooms today. Now here is some peonies. I guess I gotta move a peony here because they're not doing very well. Unfortunately, my peonies this year didn't bloom as much. I'm very sad. I think it's the competition, so I might have to move some plants. Because look how big this, what is the name of this plant? Daisy got. She's like taking over. So I don't know if the peonies are liking. All right, so here is Wildeve. Oh, let me show the Gara. Gara is starting to bloom. I love Gara. And they look so pretty with the roses and the peonies. Unfortunately, the roses bloomed out a little bit earlier this year. That's my fish fertilizer for the veggies. All right, so this one is Wildeve. You can see that she has already bloomed out. She was one of the first, but still has a lot. My God, I have a lot of masses of petals to clean up. So let's get in here. She looks so cute. Not one of the most petals, probably not a cut flower. I haven't cut her really because she doesn't have that many petals, which is what I like. But very pretty. She's also new in my garden. She was planted together with Evelyn, so I haven't really had the time to analyze how well she does through the year because last year was the first year they had. The trips are here. They have arrived. Now looking back, my peonies and pearlygates. Pearlygate's looking very pretty. Not as pretty as last year. I'm not sure why, and I'm probably going to move him or her because he, after the first flush, just shuts down. And, I don't have a lot of space, and I have a lot of roses that I want, so I can't have a rose that just, basically it's a once bloomer. So I wanted to show you guys here the peonies. My gosh, I have to come and cut them, and I feel so bad because this is it for my peonies. But the border, once the Gara starts blooming, it just becomes a dream. I think that's everything I wanted, and I'm finally getting the garden I wanted and I planned for. Everything is blooming so well. I'm very happy with how the roses did this year. Not so happy with how the peonies did, but that's okay. We can win all of them. The bees are loving. They love the catmint. So yeah, this is the side border in the front garden. It's looking really beautiful. I'm very happy with how everything came out. I think this year I'm just going to do some editing and remove some of the plants that are crowding the others because unfortunately I want the peonies to do well. and they're not doing well. They're not liking all this competition. It was just them before, and now they have all of this competition, and everyone is taking over. But ooh, the bees are out today. So pretty. And you guys let me know in the comments where you want me to maybe do a video of. I know there was a lot of questions regarding fertilizing, so maybe I'll do that next. My top roses. But that is my front garden. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure my neighbors think I'm completely crazy, you know, because I have this amount of roses and flowers in my garden, and everyone just has little green bushes. But you know, you have to do what makes you happy, and the flowers makes me so happy. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of that rose, and it's driving me nuts. All right, so I'm going to go cut some flowers for the vases and cut some of the peonies, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.